Ah, Mr. Larry, have you any final words before we make you walk the plank? We don't walk planks. I'm a dino penguin. I'd swim away. In fact, I'm going for one now. Yahoo! And hopefully into the belly of the great white whale. Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here. And for anybody who may be wondering, yes, Larry's fine. Hello. Get out of the way, Larry, we got a review to do. For our last review of the month, we're taking a look at a rather interesting figure in my eyes. This is Tigertron. Oh, no, not Tigertron. Where'd that come from? This is Thundertron from Transformers Prime. Thundertron actually is a pirate captain of sorts, and he seeks revenge on any Cybertronian due to the Cybertronians neglecting his homeworld, which eventually led to its destruction. So now he sets out across the vastness of space, seeking to eliminate any Cybertronian he finds, and anybody else who just happens to get in his way. Thundertron here is a bit obsessed with that, kind of in a similar vein to Captain Ahab over Moby Dick. Now, before we go too far into it, I want you all to make sure all of you have noticed that we had him standing a little further back than I normally do, because as you can see, he has a peg leg, which is to state that his foot has apparently been removed at some point. But, as you're going to cover here in the accessories, he does include a spare foot. As you can see right here, he does have a spare foot. Only the right foot comes off. The left one is attached at normal. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it back on, simply because it's needed for transforming Thundertron there into his alternate mode. And of course, that leaves his other accessory to be this sword. He's got a small peg here on the back so it can be mounted on his backside, and he does have a post here that it'll hold in his hand, and then this post here on the front is where the foot connects to make his sword look a little more elaborate. As you can see back here on his backside, there's a notch right here, and if you're not having him hold his sword, that would be where you would attach it. Unfortunately, the close proximity of it does not allow the foot to be attached to the sword when he's got it back there, so you really won't be able to have him displayed that way. But truth be told, I think he looks better displayed sword in hand and the foot attached to it. Alright, get the sword off and out of the way for the moment, and we'll take a look at Thundertron's articulation. His head can be turned from side to side, but not very far, since the kibble gets in the way. But the head is on a ball joint, so it will look up and down a bit. His arms can be raised out to the side, about so far, and they do rotate all the way at the shoulder, but unfortunately the kibble keeps it from going all the full circle. You can bend his arm at the elbow about 90 degrees, and he does have a swivel at the bicep. So that gives him some G.I. Joe style battle grip. He really can't be twisted at the hip very much. He does do it some, but it's not a whole lot. Certainly nothing to write home about. If we get this kibble moved a bit, you can spread his legs apart and do almost full splits. Does have a thigh cut, but it only goes inward. You can do it outwards, but it involves moving his legs out. You can bend his leg at the hip 90 degrees. You can bend his leg at the knee even greater than 90 degrees. And his left leg, his ankle, has a swivel that allows it to move. The right one can be rotated since it's a separate piece. So just to make sure everybody was clear on what you can do with this figure. Okay, to transform Thundertron into his alternate mode, like I said before, make sure he has both feet attached. I'm only saying that due to the fact that that's how the instructions depict it. But at any rate, start here, we grab the tiger head on his chest. We'll pop it out and try to fold it outwards instead of trying to fold it up. Although after we get it out, we do bring it upwards. But we do it in such a way that the shoulder pads also come up. And once you've done that, you come down here to his feet and you're going to fold the gray colored claws at the edges back. Like that. And then you will fold the feet upwards, like so. And then you're going to turn his legs at the knee. So they go facing each other. And you're kind of also trying to show that we should have them like that. No, wait a minute, we don't do it at the knee. Don't do it at the knee. They want it done around the thigh. They want it done at the thigh. Do them at the thigh and the knee. So that it's like that. And then the legs can be fully turned in like this. And then you come here and we'll turn his arms up so they're in an I surrender pose. And then straighten them out to the side. Once they're like that, you turn them over at the elbow so the insides are showing to you. And then we'll bring them together in front of his chest. You saw they had a post and a hole, so they connect together like so. And then basically we bend them at the elbow. Then we're going to come up here. Get that back in the proper position. Remove this section from his back and it gets folded forwards. Like so. Then you can adjust the tiger head so that it goes up in there as well. There's the proper post, and then the tiger head connects like that. Then we come around here. And they want us to move the hands so that they come forwards. because there's little tiny holes there on his fists, and they line up with some of the tiger mane. That helps hold it in place, like so. And then basically we start bringing the feet, but turning them around so that they face the right direction. Yeah, that one doesn't turn, so we're not going to worry about it at the moment. Just kind of want to bring the feet out or run around. We come back here to the shoulders. Raise them up and start bringing out the front legs. Get them fully stretched out. Then they need to get turned. And they get brought down so these large posts connect into the robot arms. You can see there's a round hole there, and that's where the arms, where the front tail legs will attach. And then you can just bring that down. So we got the tiger legs turned the wrong way. Come back in and rotate them around so they face the proper way. Bend down the front paws. And then there we have it. Thundertron is in his tiger mode. Which I will say looks pretty impressive. I mean, we don't get any articulation at the mouth. But the front legs can move up and down a bit, and they are. We have articulation at the ankle. And then the back legs, you can adjust them at the ankle as well, a little bit. All in all, this looks pretty impressive. And then we also, you can store the sword on his back just as easily. That definitely looks fierce. So now we get down to my thoughts. What do I think of this toy? I really like this toy. But of course, he doesn't have a whole lot to compare with because he's only had one other one. So if you missed out on that opportunity, this one would be a good one to grab. I do like the backstory behind Thundertron, since there are a lot of characters that are based on that similar trope. While it is one that has been done to death, it's still interesting when a different series can put a new spin on it. I do like that we do have a pirate character, and the fact that we can swap out his foot for the peg leg is a nice touch. I will give Hasbro and Takara credit for that. That was a nice touch to do. All in all, this is definitely an interesting one, and certainly one that would hold some possibilities, especially if the multiverse thing fell through with the way these toys have been going. Thundertron, I believe, would be one that Unicron would probably inadvertently lure in and would cause havoc to the multiverse of the Transformers. We'll just have to see if time will tell what we may get from this character. At any rate, that's my review of the Legacy United version of Thundertron from the Prime Universe. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do remember that if you love the content we feature on this channel, I would appreciate a like, a share, and a comment. And please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. Next month, we're either going to look at more Legacy United toys, depending on how many I found, or we may look at something special. So I have been getting some rather odd things donated to the channel, and I've been itching to show some of them off. If I've got enough for a month's worth, we might do that. Otherwise, we may do some more Legacy United. We'll have to see. In the meantime, this is Sparkster1701 saying I'll catch you all later.